Сегодня у нас новый урок. Hello everyone, it's Ina and today we're going to have a new lesson. So you can see all of the links for the presentation and for the Discord voice chat in the stream chat. So you can see all of that information there sent. So just click on the links, join me and we will start learning together. So our last stream that was supposed to be on Sunday, for some reason we got off the internet, so we have to start again. So it will be the same topic. Let's start. Урок 20, lesson 20. В больнице. Больнице. In a hospital. So why are we talking about a hospital? Because some of my viewers, they work in a hospital and they suggested me this topic, so it will be quite useful for them to talk to some Russian-speaking customers and patients. I was like, why not? Let's dig in. Вперед! So first of all, we're going to review two main rules, phonetic rules in Russian language. So we know буква O, letter O. Sometimes, like when we pronounce words, we don't pronounce every letter as it is, and especially it goes about bukva O. If it is stressed, the syllable is stressed, it should be as it is, bukva O, like this, O. Everything is the same. But if it is not stressed, we might pronounce it as A. So let's have a look at some examples. The first word we have on. There are only two letters. One is a vowel, another one is a consonant. So so it means there is only one syllable and it has to be stressed. There is no other way. So that's why we write O and we say O, on. The next word we have она. So as we can see, we have O, it's one syllable, and another one is na, na. So this first letter O is not stressed. That's why I pronounce it as A. Purple Malice, hello. Today is the missing Russian class is going on. So we're doing some phonetics part first. So она. Next word is оно. So again, the second syllable is stressed, so we must pronounce it O. The first one is not, so we pronounce it as A. Она. Sorry, оно. The same goes to the next word, окно. And the next one, fire, огонь. Next word is one that we definitely know, we have learned it, молоко. This is how we write it, but the stress falls at the last syllable, so the first two O's we must read or say as A. Молоко. And the last one we have the word почта, post office, and here stress falls on O, that's why we have pronounced it as it is. Почта, post office. So it's quite easy, okay, maybe not that easy, but we have done it before, so just a reminder for you. And today we're going to look at another example, very similar rule, but with letter Y, bukva Y. So if it is stressed, we just say it Y as it is. If it is not stressed, we pronounce it as E. So for example, the first word, есть, means to eat. We have only one vowel, so it has to be stressed, it has to be pronounced as it is. So есть means to eat something or to have something. For example, у меня есть телефон. I have a telephone. У меня есть вода. I have water. У меня есть крем. I have cream. And again, in English you're supposed to say or the or n maybe, but in Russian language there are no articles, so it is easy. Okay, let's look at the next word. Лето means summer. Лето. Bukva ye is stressed, so we have to pronounce it as ye, as it is. But next one, the last syllable, we have to, T-O, to. And here O is not stressed, so we pronounce it actually as A. So it will be like this. Лето, лето, summer. Next word is место, место, a seat. Again, me, syllable me is stressed, so we must pronounce it as it is. But the last one, again, we have O, it is not stressed, so we say it as A. Место, место. Это мое место. This is my place. But at the same way we can translate it, it is my seat. Место. It's and place and a seat. So for example, what could be? Супермаркет – это место. A supermarket is a place. Yeah, it is a place. Or сиденье в автобусе. A seat in a bus. So место could be both. It's kind of actually easier in Russian. Just place or seat, the same. Next word is весна. Весна, spring. So syllable falls at the last syllable na. So the first syllable вес we have to pronounce with letter E. Весна. Весна. Next word is дерево. That is a tree. Дерево. Stress falls on the first syllable, so the first syllable we must pronounce as it is, де. But next one, ре, is not stressed, so we can change it into E. And во, also not stressed, we can change it into A. So it will be дерево, дерево, дерево. And the final one is полотенце, полотенце, a towel. So again, the first two syllables, pa, la, they are not stressed. Тен is stressed and ce is not stressed. So let's try to write it. So it will be полотенце. So the thing is, at the end we have letter ye, and it is not stressed. So we kind of, according to the rule, supposed to pronounce it as E, right? Полотенце. But because it's like at the end of the word, it's a little bit different rule. At the end of the word, we can make it kind of harder. So we actually can pronounce it as буква полотенце, полотенце, полотенце. So these are just main pronunciation rules that will help you to sound more like a native speaker, but it's completely fine if you would pronounce every letter as it is, because if you remember, people from the northern areas of Russia, they do pronounce every syllable as they are, every letter as it is, so it's not a mistake. Okay, so let's start our new lesson with vocabulary. So I'm going to read the word and you will have to write the missing letters. So of course I'm going to write the missing letters together with you, don't worry. So if you have a keyboard, you can use this T and you can type the missing letter. If you don't, you can just click on the pencil or highlighter and you can draw the letters together with me. Okay, let's go. The first word is a doctor. In Russian it will be доктор, доктор. So I can hear that stress falls on the first syllable, doc, доктор, doctor. And here I can hear sound O. O. Doctor. Doctor. And second one, which should be also O. Doctor. There is a doctor. So actually we have two words to describe a doctor, and another word will be врач. Врач. And it does not really, there's no difference between them. So any doctor could be врач and any врач could be a doctor. Basically, I think maybe the word doctor, it's more a loan word that we took from Latin language maybe, and врач is probably more traditional, but both are completely fine. They are synonyms, equivalent, and everyone would understand you. I guess doctor would be easier for foreigners because, like, if you know English, yeah, it's the same. So when we go to hospital or clinic and we want to have a appointment with a doctor, we have to do something. We have to ждать. 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 Ждать means to wait. So yeah, we have to wait for our doctor and the appointment. Ждать. So as many other verbs, ждать, we can conjugate it as many other verbs that we learned. Я жду. Okay, I'm going to maybe remind you, we'll take жду, ждать, and maybe another one verb that we'll think of will be читать, because we have definitely learned that one, so you can see the difference or similarities. Я жду, я читаю. Ты ждешь, ты читаешь. Он ждет, он читает. Она ждет, она читает. Мы ждем, мы читаем. Вы ждете, вы читаете. Они ждут, они читают. So if you just look at the endings, they are somewhat similar. So for ты, он, она, мы, вы, it's the same endings. The only difference, in some verbs we use ye, in some we use you, but logic is the same. The only difference could be between я, I, and они, they. So it could be either u, either you, but it's fine. Anyway, you're going to just memorize, okay, not memorize, but remember it slowly while using the language. So not a big deal. Even if you say я читал, it's fine. People will understand you, don't worry. So now we're going читай и переводи. Read and translate. So we're going to read and translate. Firstly, reading. Здравствуйте, Мария. Здравствуйте. Вам нужен доктор? Да. 5 минут. Хорошо. Жду. Okay, so now we're going to translate from the beginning. Здравствуйте, Мария. So it will be quite simple. Many dialects have started this way. So it will be Здравствуйте means hello. Maria. Or Mary, but Maria the same. Здравствуйте. Hello. Вам нужен доктор? You need a doctor? Or do you need a doctor? Да. Да. Yes. 5 минут. 5 minutes. Basically, wait for 5 minutes. Хорошо. Жду. So, хорошо means good in Russian, but it's could also be like an answer for like, okay, I heard you, I'm going to like I follow you, like I understand what you want and I will do that. So it's basically the same as okay, I'm waiting. Жду. So basically, if you remember the previous slide, я жду. I am waiting. So Maria is answering, yeah, жду. So she hasn't used я, but she just said жду. Жду. Purple mouse. In Russian, if you want to ask how are you, you can say как дела? Как дела? And I can actually answer хорошо, good. А у тебя? What about you? Okay, so we have the next word, and the next one is someone who is sick and someone who needs doctor's attention. It is a patient. In Russian, it sounds very similar. Пациент. 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 So letter ц, we have a special one. It looks like a square letter U, but it has a little bit of a tail on the side, on the right side. Ц. Пациент. Пациент. Now we have to think about the sound N. Буква N. It looks like English H, but has the sound N. Пациент. Пациент. So here the stress falls on yeah. Пациент. Пациент. Patient. So if you get sick, you go to hospital, you go в больницу to see doctor, maybe, or врач. You will be пациент. And when we go to the hospital and when we're patients, quite a lot of time we actually have to spend in this area just waiting for the appointment or for the treatment. And where do we usually wait? In the corridor, or in a corridor, depends. So in Russian, pretty much the same. Коридор. Коридор. The only difference is basically in English you have double R. In Russian we have only single R. Okay, this is quite okay, bukva E, but still. Letter E is not the easiest to write by hand. It always looks like bukva N. Okay, I think it's fine. Коридор. Коридor. We also have bukva O and bukva R. Коридор. Stress falls on the final syllable or door. So that's it. Коридор. Это коридор. This is a corridor. So we have another short dialogue. We're going to читай и переводи. Read and translate. Доктор, пациент уже тут. Пусть подождет в коридоре 5 минут. Хорошо. So now translation part. Доктор, пациент уже тут. Doctor obviously is a doctor. Doctor. Pacient means patient. In this case, we probably know which patient is here. So the patient. Thank you, Bullcrap, for correcting me last time. Уже means already. Тут, here. The patient is already here. Oh, the patient has already arrived. So whatever you want. Пусть подождет в коридоре 5 минут. So пусть, it's the same as let or let's. Пусть подождет means let him wait. Or let them wait. Because пациент we can refer and for a male person and for a female person. So if you want to say, be really specific that it's a woman, you can say пациентка. So we just add ka at the end, ka. If it's a male, it's just the same пациент. But still, I'm a woman, so я пациент. But if I want, I can also say я пациентка. Still fine. So подождет. So it's actually, if we look at the word ждет, жд, it's kind of a pattern with the word. We'll go to the previous slide, number 5. Ждать, жд. So everywhere, жду, ждешь, ждет, ждет, ждем, ждете, ждут. Everywhere we see this жд. And these two letters, they are, especially letter zh, is not super common. So if it goes together with some other letters, it means it's a pattern. And probably it's kind of a word. And if you see them together, probably it will be something about waiting. So подождет, переждет, не дождался. So everywhere where we see жд, it should be something about waiting. So let them wait в коридоре, in the corridor. Why the? Because we know which corridor. In the corridor. 5 минут. 5 minutes or full 5 minutes. So let them wait in the corridor for 5 minutes. Пусть подождет в коридоре 5 минут. So it doesn't mean that the doctor is kind of angry or he hates the patient. It just means that the doctor is busy with some other stuff, maybe filling in papers or preparing some stuff. So when they will be ready, they will ask the patient to come in. So it could be 5 minutes, could be 10 minutes, you never know. Хорошо. Again, in this case, it means okay, are in the studio is fine. Basically, fine, understood, okay. Next one. When you actually got your turn to get and see the doctor, doctors will see you in their special rooms or offices. And doctor's office, here, doctor's office, in Russian is called кабинет. 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 I know that it sounds quite close to the English cabinet, but in English it means just like kind of maybe some drawers, or like you open like and you put some stuff inside, but in Russian it is the same as office. Кабинет. So letter B, that is quite unique. Next one is E. Don't forget you can write all of this stuff on the slides together with me. Maybe I should lift it a little bit higher. Okay, like this, maybe. It still looks like буква N. I hate writing буква E. It's not that easy. Okay. Oh, this one is perfect. Okay, кабинет. Кабинет. So, in the office will be в кабинете. В кабинете. Кабинет. So still the stress falls on the last syllable. Нет. Кабинет. I actually don't really like cabinets because they are quite scary. I don't like going to doctors much. And sometimes when you get hurt and doctors, they might send you to a special cabinet, special office, and that will be рентген кабинет. Рентген. So if you look at the picture, it is actually an X-ray. X. And here, okay, I'm trying to write it. X-ray. In English, it's much shorter, but in Russian, it is рентген. G, G, G. Буква G looks like a English capital L, but if we flip it upside down, рентген. Also, stress falls at the final syllable, gen. Рентген, рентген. I don't like taking рентген just because it means I broke something. And I actually did break my bones a couple of times, and it was quite a painful experience, so I don't like doing рентген. And very often when your doctor will send you to do рентген, you will see in front of that office, X-ray office, you will see рентген кабинет. So there will be two words together. So now we have a short dialogue about рентген. Скажите, где рентген-кабинет? Вот там. Идите прямо, а потом налево. Спасибо. Okay, let's try. Скажите, где рентген-кабинет? So before we will start doing anything, maybe like the first two words are difficult. Let's start with the last two. Рентген-кабинет, it means X-ray office or X-ray location. So it is a question, so it means there should be some question words, and here we have one that is где. Где means where. Where is okay, okay. Mistype here a lot. Okay, where is an X-ray office? Где рентген-кабинет? But we also have another word, the first one, скажите, скажите. We haven't learned it yet, but it's quite oftenly used, like when we ask for some advice. So it's basically, tell me please, or may I ask you? So, tell me please. Let's keep it this way. Why did I write tell me please like 3 words instead of just скажите? Because скажи, it means tell me, but те, this last 2 letters те, it means we are very polite, so it's like please. Tell me please. You see, in English there are 3 words, in Russian only 1, so interesting. Скажите, где рентген-кабинет? Tell me please, where is an X-ray office? Or would you be so kind to tell me where is an X-ray office? It's also could be translated this way, so it's completely fine. Next one, Вот там. Вот. Actually, I don't know how to translate what. Там means there, and вот it means not far away. It means like we're referring that it's something that we can kind of see. Maybe it's not that far away. But just the thing is with the word вот, if we completely erase it and get it out of the sentence, the meaning would not change. So we can just say там, вот там, там. It will be exactly the same, almost the same. Okay, if I just say там, it means in that direction. If I say вот там, it means in that direction, and it's highly likely you would be able to see it without walking for a long distance. Идите прямо. Okay, let's write it. Oh, okay, I know. Basically, maybe it's over there. Вот там is like what over. So if I ask, okay, where is something? You can just say there, or you can say over there. Are you teaching somebody while you're streaming? I mean, some people they join, and yes, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But later I upload these lessons to YouTube, so it's like self-study lessons of Russian. Over there. Идите прямо, а потом налево. Идите. Again, this word we haven't learned yet, but why not now? It means go. Иди is go. Идите. It's very polite and respectful when we're talking to elder people, with strangers, with the people who we respect much. Идите прямо means go straight ahead. So прямо, straight ahead, or just keep going forward. А, it means but or and. In this case it will be and. Потом, and after. Налево. Turn. Actually not turn, because okay, and after left, and after take left. You have to respect your elders and strangers. In Russian language, like if you talk okay, according to Russian manners, if you talk to a stranger, you're supposed to use the most polite phrases. So you have to choose you, but polite you. So there will be like special endings. There will be always those letter T and T at the end. Те. Скажи те. Дай те. And stuff like that. Идите прямо, go straight ahead, а потом налево, and after take left, or and after turn left, so whatever you want. Because again, remember the word лево, it means left, налево, слева, so there could be different types of there could be different forms of those left, лево, but all of them at the end they mean something with the left. So just look left, turn left, go to the left. Спасибо. Thank you. Thank you. Спасибо. Thank you. And here we go. Next word is quite important. After you already had your appointment with a doctor, with врач или доктор, and you have been to a рентген-кабинет, the doctor knows what's wrong with you, they need to treat you, and they have to give you some лекарства. Лекарства. Лекарства means some medicine. So obviously there could be some pills, таблетки, some mixtures, микстуры, but just in general, medicine, лекарства, лекарства. So the first letter, the first missing letter is ye. Лекарство. Лекарство. It is medicine in singular form. Just like in general. Oh, I need to take some medicine. Мне нужно принять лекарство. But actually in Russian we can also say I need to take medicines. In Russian language it will be completely fine. Мне нужно принять лекарства. So if it's like only one pill or one mixture something, you can use singular form. But if you need to take more than one, so you can say it as plural. Лекарство. Лекарство. Okay. Here is our next dialogue. Доктор, мне нужно пить лекарства? Да, ибупрофен и азитромицин 2 раза в день. Хорошо. So here I try to pick some examples. I'm not a medical specialist, but I try to take maybe the most common international names of the medicine. So let's figure out. Доктор, мне нужно пить лекарства? Obviously we start with doctor. Мне, it's a form of I. Нужно, need. Пить, drink. Лекарства, medicines, plural of medicine. So doctor, do I need to take medicine? So I think that will be kind of the better English translation. But if we go word by word, it will be doctor, do I need to drink medicine? Да, ибупрофен и азитромицин 2 раза в день. So yes, and ibuprofen, it is like the same in English, ibuprofen. I'm not sure if I'm going to spell it correctly, so ibuprofen, maybe like this. So please check the name of the medicine later in English. And okay, azithromycin. Not sure how to spell it at all. Azithromycin. Okay, something. Whatever, it's just the name. 2 раза в день means 2 times a day. So we haven't learned like how many times, so 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but still something new. 2 раза в день. 2 times a day, or 2 times per day, as you like. Да, ibuprofen и azithromycin 2 раза в день. Yeah, ibuprofen and azithromycin 2 times a day. Actually, I'm super curious how to okay, now I see. I found it. Found the spelling for azithromycin. Okay, let's compare it with mine. The beginning was okay, the ending part, I couldn't figure out how to type it. Okay, let's make it here. Okay, azithromycin 2 times a day. It's actually a type of the antibiotics, and in Russian it's the same. Antibiotic, antibiotic, so the same. Хорошо means okay, I understood you, everything is fine, everything is clear. Доктор, мне нужно пить лекарства? Да, ибупрофен и азитромицин 2 раза в день. Хорошо. So wow, I feel like it's more like pharmacy talk than doctor's appointment, but still. Next one. Oh, this one I hate the most. Я не люблю укол. Укол. So the thing is, how do we say it? Okay, probably it will be injection. Injection, укол. Like инъекция, injection. We can say in Russian инъекция, injection, but the more common word will be укол. So when you're a child and you go to hospital and you need to have like your average shots with some, how call those? How do you call the thing anti-COVID? Injection anti-COVID. What is that? Oh yeah, vaccine. Vaccination. Yeah, so basically for when you need to do any vaccination, вакцинация, вакцина, the same again. If doctors are talking among each other, they will say, oh, I performed an injection. But if they talk to regular people, they're like, okay, I'm going to do укол. Укол, укол. Stress falls on O. Укол. So obviously you need a syringe, spritz, and you're going to perform укол. And here we go. Doctor is talking about some injections. Сейчас я сделаю вам укол. Это больно? Чуть-чуть. Okay. Сейчас я сделаю вам укол. Сейчас. It means now. Я. I. Сделаю. Делать. Remember, we learned the word делать means to do something, to make, to do. I will do. Вам. To you or you. Укол. Injection. Now I will do you injection. Doesn't sound that good, so now I will inject something into you. Maybe not good. Okay, so now I will perform an injection. Maybe that will be the better translation. I don't know, honestly, what do you say like in English, because I don't remember anyone ever saying anything. They're just like, okay, so now we're going to vaccinate you. That's the only thing that I heard. So, okay. Woman is asking, это больно? Это, this or it. Боль, больно. It means hurt, pain. Is it painful? Does it hurt? Okay, is it painful? Because actually the word боль is pain, so больно, painful. Больно is an adverb. Это больно? Чуть-чуть means a little. A little. Чуть, it means little. Чуть-чуть, double little. Just little, just a little bit. Just a little. Сейчас я сделаю вам укол. Did you learn English when you visited America? Not exactly. I was actually studying at the school where the focus was on languages, and I learned there English and German, but the main focus was on English. So that is where my bases come from, and we were learning and studying British English. And in the United States it was just more like practicing. I was just lucky, and I remember the first day, my first working day, I was like at the little ice cream store at the seaside, and some people came and they would just say, can I get some water? I was like, what? Can I get some water? and that actually meant, can I get some water? So that was a bit of a shock to me. So now I think I will understand most of the people if they speak loud enough, and if they won't speak like maybe way too fast, because when people speak too fast, my brain cannot process, even if they speak in Russian. So that's it. So how do you talk about like those injections? So if I'm like a doctor and I'm going to inject something into your arm, so like I'm going to do a shot. Oh yeah, do a shot. I'm going to do a shot. I'm going to shot you. I don't know. What would they say? This is kind of a phrase that really confuses me because I don't know like professionally what do doctors say, like English speaking doctors. Okay, next word is the hell of any Russian hospital or clinic. It's like the place where the queues are the longest, people are the rudest, and people who work there, they are overworked, so they are just tired and exhausted. That is registratura. Registratura. So it sounds kind of too much, registratura, but it reminds an English word of registration, registry, registratura, register, 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 registratura. Stress falls on tura, registratura. So this is basically the reception area. Reception. It's like where you will go first and show your papers, and you can register there for an appointment with a doctor. And also after your doctor will give you a note, you'll need to put like a stamp, hospital stamp. You will go to registratura and they will put a stamp there, like stamp of the hospital. So it's a very important place, and there are always a lot of queues there. Also, every patient has their own medical card with medical registries in it, like whatever your health history, medical history is there. Like we have databases now, but still a lot of hospitals, they still work with paper cards, paper health books. So you go there, you show your ID, you tell your name and your address, and they give you your card. And with that card, later you must bring it like to the doctor or врач. So registratura is a very important place, and the least favorite of everyone, like of people who work there and of people who visit hospitals. And exactly what can you get in registratura? You can get spravka. Spravka. Spravka is a doctor's note. Doctor's note. Like spravka is usually needed when, let's say you were sick and you need to show it at work to prove that you were sick, or maybe like at school, at college, and if you show this spravka, you will be excused from some punishment, like at work or at school, university. If not, you will have to maybe take a pay cut, or teachers will be kind of angry with you. So it's better always to have it. Spravka. S P R V-K. Spravka. Spravka. Spravka, once again, it's a doctor's note. And we have a dialogue again. Добрый день. Больница номер 3. Слушаю вас. Мне нужна справка. Вам нужно идти в регистратуру. Хорошо. Okay. Добрый день. Больница номер 3. Слушаю вас. Добрый день. It means hello or actually good day. Yeah, actually it is good day. Good day. I think like in English we don't people don't really say good day. We say like good afternoon, like good morning, good evening, good afternoon. But
In Swedish we say good day.
oh, in Swedish, yeah, they say good day.
God dag.
Good dog. In Russian we also say good day, but basically in English could be maybe good afternoon.
But it's more like hi.
Yeah, the same. In Russian it's more like still hi, and when you are answering the phone, let's say you work as a receptionist at the hotel or at the business center or at the hospital again, it's highly likely that you will just say добрый день. And also when you're calling someone to any official government like place, you would also say either добрый день and after you will say something, or you could say здравствуйте and after you will say something. It's just like a greeting. Good day. Больница номер 3. So hospital number 3. So in Russia, most 99% of the hospitals and clinics, they have numbers. The same with the schools. So we don't have the names like in English. Let's say in the US or in the UK it could be St. George Hospital, stuff like that. In Russian, no, it will be just the number. So it will be больница номер 3, hospital number 3, школа 72, school number 72. So there are no names. Больница номер 3, слушаю вас. So слушаю, слушать, listen. Вас means you. So I am listening to you, or I'm ready to listen to you. Okay, listening to you. Maybe it's like that. Добрый день, больница номер 3, слушаю вас. Мне нужна справка. Мне нужна справка. Мне is the form of I. Нужна, need, справка, a note. In this case, it could be actually the word spravka. It could be not only from a hospital. It could be from insurance company, maybe from something else. Yeah, there could be many different instances. I'm not really sure at the moment where. But still, it's not only related to the hospital, but especially everything related to the medicine. I need a note, so I need a doctor's note. In this case, let's keep a doctor's note. Or I need just a confirmation that I have been sick for blah 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 time. It's still the same, справка. Вам нужно идти в регистратуру. Вам is the form of you. Нужно, need, идти, go, в, in, регистратуру, reception. So you need to go to the reception. You need to go to the reception. In this case, why do we use the? Because it should be the same hospital and the same регистратура and the same hospital. Хорошо. Again, it means good or okay. I understood you. Everything is fine and clear now. Let's move on. So now we're going. Соедини слова и картинки. Okay, I don't see my mouse for some reason. Соедини слова и картинки. Match the words with the pictures. So again, you can type your name. If it's not your name, you can click that's not me, and you can type whatever name you have. Start. So again, we have a set of words. You can click
Правка.
and you can listen to their pronunciation and try to match them. First one
Справка.
is spravka. Spravka is a doctor's note. And
Spravka.
in my case, it's here, the first one. You might have all of these words in the different order, so just pay attention.
Лекарство.
Лекарство. Лекарство. Medicine.
Лекарство.
It's over here.
Ждать.
Ждать. Ждать. To wait.
Ждать.
Probably this is a woman with a clock.
Коридор.
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 Коридor. A corridor.
Коридор.
It's here for me.
Укол.
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 Укол. An injection.
Укол.
Here.
Доктор.
Doctor.
Доктор.
Doctor. It's a doctor.
Рентген.
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 Рентген. So you see there's a bukva T in the middle of the word, but actually we don't have to pronounce it. Рентген. Рентген. Rentgen. 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 So we pronounce it or not, it's almost the same. So
Рентген.
actually this is the word when a lot of Russians, they don't know should they write T or not. They get confused because when we pronounce, we don't, this word we can't really hear well if there's T or not. Rentgen, rentgen. But it is actually there. Next word,
Кабинет.
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 Кабинет. It's an office, doctor's office.
Кабинет.
It's here.
Пациент.
Пациент. Пациент. Patient.
Пациент.
Over here. Регистратура.
Регистратура.
Регистратура. Reception area.
Регистратура.
Ta-da! Submit answers. Everything is correct. Such a surprise. Surprise. Okay, so you can click on leaderboard and see how well have I done or have you done. You can click on show answers and you can see all of them.
Рентген.
So you can click on the words
Ждать.
and you can hear them
Доктор.
one more time and repeat. So practice please as much as you need. Next one. Напиши пропущенные слова. So we're going to have some missing words and we will need to fill the blanks. So here, as you can see, we have some kind of conversation and there are 3 blank spaces, but we have 5 words. It means not all of these words would fit here. So it means some of them, they are wrong, they should not be here. So let's look at the words. Коридоре, больнице, лекарство, справка, регистратуре. So now we'll read them in English. Corridor, hospital, medicine, doctor's note, registration or reception. Вот ваше. Спасибо. Это в. Вот ваше. It means here is your something. Спасибо. Thank you. And what about? Это в. This is in somewhere. So first of all, we need to think of the first sentence. Вот ваше. So your. We know that ваше means yours. But there are 3 genders in Russian language: masculine, feminine, and neutral genders. So if we talk about крем, masculine, вот ваш крем. If we talk about what? A mirror, Зеркало. It ends with letter O. So it's gender, neutral gender. Вот ваше зеркало. Зеркало. If I'm talking about вода, water, feminine gender. Вот ваша вода. So here, the word ваше, ending with ye, refers that we need to find a neutral gender. So all of the words with neutral gender, at the end they would have letter ye or letter o. So let's look at them. Коридоре so far matches. Больнице matches. Лекарство matches. Справка no. Регистратуре matches. So we have 4 words that kind of so far logically may be there. So next one. Вот ваше. It means here it is your something. Let's talk about the first one. Коридор. Коридоре. Here is your corridor. Doesn't sound right. And also we know that коридор is masculine gender. So no. Next one. Вот ваше регистратуре. We know that регистратура is reception area and it's feminine gender, so no. And I can't have my own reception area, so no. Okay, next one. Больницы. Вот ваша больница. Kind of, maybe here is your hospital, but again, больница, it's она, feminine gender, so we can't use it. So we have the last word, лекарство. Вот ваше лекарство. Here is your medicine. Makes sense? Лекарство. And the nominative case, it ends with о. So it's neutral gender. So ваше лекарство matches. And logically and grammatically. Спасибо. So it's like thank you, and what about something else? So we need a noun here. Это в And here we need a place. So we have 3 places. Коридор, регистратура, больница. So one of these 3 could be at the end. So справка, a doctor's note, should be there. Спасибо, a справка. Where can I get a doctor's note? In the corridor? No. In a hospital? Yes, but it seems like I'm already in the hospital if I'm asking for it. So, at the reception. В регистратуре. Вот ваше лекарство. Here is your medicine. Спасибо, а справка? Thank you. What about a note, or doctor's note? Это в регистратуре. It is at the reception area. You will get it there. Submit. Perfect. Дальше. Вот ваше лекарство. Как пить 2 раза в день. Here is your medicine. How to drink it. 2 раза в день, 2 times a day. So now we need to think if we have to use их, его или ее. So these are pronouns, personal pronouns, like his, her, it's, them, and stuff like that. So лекарство. So we need to figure out the gender, masculine, feminine, or neutral. It ends with буква О, so it can't be masculine gender, it can't be feminine, it's supposed to be neutral gender, right? So ее is feminine gender, so we can't take it. We just forget about it. Ich is plural or something referring to они or they, so no. So we have его, and we remember from our previous lessons that masculine and neutral gender, they quite often have the same forms. Как его пить? 2 раза в день. So it is correct. So if we had plural of лекарства, in that case we would have used also the plural их. Correct. Здравствуйте. Мне нужен номер 84. Минутку. 506-789-12. Спасибо. So we need a number or something. Here. Больницы или регистратуры. Hello, I need a number of hospital or reception. So grammatically, both of these would fit perfectly fine. Now we need to think logically. So I don't know like about actually yeah, I do know. If you open up any yellow pages or book or whatever with all of the phone numbers of the companies, and you see a hospital or clinic and there is a number and you call there, so who will pick up the phone? Would it be owner of the clinic? Would it be the director, like the person in charge? Would it be someone from the reception? Would it be someone from the lab? Would it be a security guy? Who would pick up the phone? So obviously it will be someone who works, who receives calls, and who works with basically clients. It can't be a doctor because doctors are super busy, right? It can't be the owner of the clinic. They're super busy. So it can't be anyone from the lab. So it obviously it will be someone from the reception. But it's not like who cares about the reception, because they might have like 3 or 4 different types of receptions, and we also have номер something, so it should be something with a number. So if we say номер регистратуры 84, it means one hospital with 84 receptions. This sounds insane. But if we say номер больницы 84, it will be I need a phone number of a hospital 84, and obviously after we call there, the person who would answer our phone will be from receptionist. So in this case it should be больницы. So kind of grammatically both words match, but logically only больницы matches. Доктор, все плохо? Не знаю. Нужно сделать Идите в 28. Кабинет, справку, рентген, регистратуру, больницу. So let's try to translate. Доктор, все плохо? Doctor, is everything so bad? Не знаю. I don't know. Нужно сделать. We need to perform something. Идите в 28. Go to 28. So we're asking, like, we don't know what's going on with us. We think it might be bad, might be good. So when the doctor tells us we need to perform something, we need to do something. So what can we do? Нужно сделать кабинет. We need to make an office. No, it doesn't make any sense. Нужно сделать справку. We need to have a doctor's note. But doctor still doesn't know what's going on with us, so no. Нужно сделать рентген. We need to do an x-ray. So far makes sense. Let's just check other answers. Нужно сделать регистратуру. You need to do reception. Makes no sense. Нужно сделать больницу. You need to make or build a hospital. Makes no sense. So рентген is good. Идите в 28. So идите в регистратуру 28. Again, there is always one reception usually. So when 28 receptions, it's impossible, and you never do X-ray there. Идите в кабинет 28. Makes sense. Кабинет. Into the office, like doctor's office 28. Probably, yes. Идите в больницу 28. This does not make sense because you're already in the hospital unless you are in Russian деревня. That is a countryside, like a village, and they might not have X-ray there, so they might tell you, okay, you have to go to a bigger city to a hospital, blah blah blah. So it kind of makes sense for a Russian person, maybe, but not really. So yeah. Доктор, все плохо? Не знаю. Нужно сделать рентген. Идите в кабинет 28. Correct. Again, you can click on show the answers and you can see all of the answers, so everything would be nice and smooth with your learning. So now let's practice a bit of the directions. Как пройти к больнице? How to get to the hospital. So we're going to review vocabulary that we learned last lesson. So firstly, we're going to say идите. That means go. And after we're going to say прямо, straight forward or straight ahead, go forward. Назад, turn back, turn around. Налево, turn left to go left. Направо, to the right, go right. We can also use two new words, потом or после. Both means after. After that or next. So basically after. So I'm going to write here, maybe after. Like this. So I'm going to mark where we are at the moment. And I'm going to mark maybe, I don't know, какой цвет выбрать? I think I should pick, I don't know. Okay, let's choose this pink. So we are here. Мы здесь. Как пройти к больнице? Как пройти к больнице? So we need to find where is hospital. So here is the hospital. I'm going to circle it here. Как пройти к больнице? So one of the ways would be идите, this one, идите прямо. Okay, I'm going to actually change it like this. Идите прямо, прямо. We haven't learned about roundabout, so we have to maybe make it shorter. Идите прямо. After we can say потом. Where should we go, left or right? Потом налево. Идем. Again. После направо. Потом налево. Потом направо. После. Where? Направо, because we're still turning. Still направо. Next one. Потом. Where? Again, направо. Like this part here. And later we can say прямо больница. Прямо будет больница. So it's a little bit confusing, but we're just practicing basically прямо, налево, направо. So that's fine. And one more time. Как пройти к больнице? So let's mark where is the hospital. Где больница? Okay. Тут у нас больница. And we are going to be here. Мы здесь. Нам нужно идти в больницу. So let's try. Идите прямо, потом направо, потом налево, потом направо, потом налево. And later we can say потом прямо. Больница будет прямо. This is it. And here is the final game for you to play, to practice today vocabulary. So we are going to have like a labyrinth. There will be a question or maybe like a sentence, and either you will need like to fill the missing word or to answer the question, and you'll have to move to the correct word. For example, где мое лекарство? So in this case, лекарство, and it is на столе. It is on the table. In English, it is, but in Russian we have three genders: masculine, feminine, and neuter. So we need to think. Лекарство, is it она, оно, или он? And we have to go to the correct area. Лекарство ends with o, so it should be neutral gender. Should be оно. Let's start. So you can use your keyboard to use the arrows up, down, left, right. Start. Вопрос. Мне нужна для работы. Нужна. Рентген. I don't know. Лекарство. Medicine. I don't know. I can maybe work without it. Укол. And injection. I think I can work without it. But I will definitely need справка, a doctor's note for my work, because if I won't bring it, I might lose some money if I were sick. Next question. Где работает доктор? Where does the doctor work? В больнице, в регистратуре, в коридоре. Obviously, doctor works in a hospital, в больнице. So I go there. Sometimes doctors, they have to work in the corridor, but it's not like their main place, and they don't work at the reception. Где мое лекарство? Оно на столе. How can I get there? It looks so scary. Страшно. Оно на столе. Средний род. Лекарство. Оно. Мне плохо. Мне нужно. Справка. I don't think that a doctor's note will help me when I'm sick. Мне нужно укол. Maybe. Мне нужно лекарство. Also maybe. Лекарство would be a more common thing, I would say. But укол would be also correct, but In this case, лекарство. Много пациентов. В больнице, в кабинете, в уколе. Укол is an injection. We can't say there are many patients in the injection. В больнице, in the hospital, yes, we can say. В уколе, in the injection, no. В кабинете, sometimes it is possible, but usually not. So usually there is only one patient, один пациент. So в больнице много пациентов. In clinic in general, in the hospital, there are many patients. Dun, dun, dun. And we have finished for today. So thank you everyone for today's class. I hope you learned some Russian words, and don't hesitate to join my next streams, next lessons, and follow, like, subscribe, leave comments, ask me questions in my Telegram channel. If you have any questions regarding Russian language, or in Telegram, we also have a Russian chat. So just write whatever you want, and see you next time. Thank you for joining today, and bye 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 bye.